Hi there! Today we are talking about Rathian. I love Rathian, I love her so much. Why? I have had such a long history with my darling Rathian. She's a beautiful wyvern that has fire and poison and that kicks ass and is such an awesome monster to fight and so emblematic of the series. She's on the logo of the first game. That's how cool she is. So today we talk about Rathian. Rathian is one of my most favorite monsters ever. I've fought her so many times across many of the Monster Hunter games. Her green appearance and fierce attacks just are such a pleasure to deal with every time. I think she is really my favorite monster, and I have a few points that I want to approach as to why that's the case. I think it's one of the most comfortable and satisfying fights consistently across the games for me, and World is no exception. Rathian offers plenty of opportunities to dance around her attacks. She does a lot of damage if you get hit by a fireballs or spiked poison tail, but otherwise she has many openings that you can take advantage of. Her head is a weak point as well as her tail. She's sensitive in multiple areas, so you always have a sort of window of opportunity to attack somewhere to land some hits. And being able to predict when the monster is going to unleash the triple volley of fireballs that cost her a significant amount of time to employ, then you can unleash a very devastating attack in her face. And if you have a hammer, you will knock her out consistently for sure. She will always be on the ground stunned because you're so awesome with your big sharp bludgeon weapon. And I have a great sword, so it's so cool to be able to unleash some true charge slashes on her. And she goes down and then oh my, it's so satisfying that last hit. But I feel like among all the monsters that I've fought so far, Rathian in World is my favorite. Or at least a small monster, right? A regular monster, a dual one-on-one. In this case, she's the queen and this is a royal dance. It just feels so good. It's so easy to enter a flow state against Rathian because she's just so fun and satisfying to fight, and you know it as well. The Rathian, it's an incredible fight. It just screams quality of game design. If me that has no idea how game design works just feels so good to fight against her, then that must mean that if she's really well designed, right? She just strikes the right balance between, you know, being comfortable and having some difficulty. She's right in the middle. For me, she's quite comfortable because I'm used to her moveset through all the Monster Hunter games. But she's really fair. She's such a fair monster. And she does teach you to deal with more complex ones later on, notably Rathalos, because she's a Wrath and Rathalos is a Wrath. And they share some attacks, some appearance, some weak points. So you kind of learn how to deal with him too a bit through the Rathian, who is more of a grounded monster, which makes it easier to deal than with the Rathalos that you will most likely need to bring down in a way that I will explain once I reach that point. And I just want to reiterate that for me, Rathian is Monster Hunter in a monster. It's a believable creature. It's taking this fantasy and putting it in a grounded realism. The Rathian has an ecology, she has habits, behaviors, and she's a real creature. She spews fires, yes, she has poison in her tail, yes, but she's believable, and she's emblematic of what the franchise represents as a whole. This fantasy world that is not so far from our own in a way, in that it has its own reality. It's believable. It's an ecosystem, and she will forever be for me the Monster Hunter monster. Also, I did that quest where like you needed to get 2 wyvern eggs, and she was so annoying because she would immediately fly to my position and scream and make me drop my eggs. I had to deal with her, and I think that point when I dealt with her, that was the most satisfying part of my whole playthrough, of the 12 hours I've played so far. She could not leave the area. I kept stunning her, tripping her, making her exhausted, and I completely devastated her because I understood her moveset. And it just felt so good. A little tip for beginner hunters that might watch this video and think, how am I going to deal with a Rathian? Well, here's a tip. The most devastating attack that she has is really when she starts hovering and she does a tail attack. She can do it twice in a row actually, so you should watch out for that. Twice a tail attack, it's poisonous, it deals a lot of damage, so you be careful. Okay, so what do you think about the Rathian? Are you in love with the queen like I am? Have you experienced her fight through many games? Just share your thoughts in the comments below and I will read them and love them. And I'll see you for the next video, alright? Cheers!